We at UN Women work for women's empowerment and gender equality. What that means is the full participation of women and girls in decision-making in those topics that affect their lives, but also making sure they can participate in the economy. They are rewarded in equal levels that men for the work they do with the same experience. They are able to participate in negotiations of peace processes in conflict-related settings. They are part of the solutions in humanitarian and disaster reduction. And also that we end violence against women and girls, because this is a pandemic that affects all women and girls from a very early age. That includes early child marriage. It includes domestic violence, violence in public spaces, but also online violence against human rights defenders, journalists, politicians. So we want to make sure that there's a world where women feel protected and safe, where they can fully participate, and where the sky is the limit. So we are the custodians of Goal 5. That's called gender equality. It has several indicators. The first one has to do with ending all discriminatory legislation. In some countries, there are occupations that women cannot hold. For example, involving machinery or involving settings where there are men. So this limits women's opportunities. There is also discrimination in terms of inheritance of land. If a woman is not married, she cannot inherit land, for example, in some countries. All these things have a cumulative effect that becomes an obstacle for women's full participation. There's also political participation. We want to see more and more women as presidents, heads of state, ministers, parliamentary members, and we only have up to now at the global level 35%. Our goal is to achieve 50-50 because we want to hear from half of the population of the world, their ideas, their contributions, and right now this is not the case. We are working in Goal 5 to end violence against women, but also to look at all the time that women spend taking care of children, of the elderly, of the sick, and this goes into non-remunerated work. Once we can recognize those hours, women could have a pension. Men can join them and help them in having more equal opportunity to spend their time getting training, participating at local level in politics, starting a business. It shouldn't be that this is all women's responsibilities. So this is Goal 5, but also we are working in all other goals. One of our major areas of work is to coordinate with all other UN agencies in the UN system, because all the goals have a gender perspective. You cannot eradicate poverty without women. You cannot have a clean environment without women. You cannot have peace without women. So we work on all the SDGs, but the particular one that we work on is SDG 5. Challenge, I would say, is that by now, everyone agrees that gender equality and women's empowerment is an absolute necessity to achieve the SDGs, to have economic growth, to have political stability. But only passing legislation and national action plans will not do this job. We need funding. We need to have these policies to increase women's participation, to allow, for example, access to credit, to end violence against women and girls, to be given the highest priority, funding, monitoring and evaluation, and political will to keep pushing, because as long as they are on the agenda and as long as governments are pushing for the achievement of the goals of these laws and legislations, only then we will see the results. So to me, it's great progress, but we're stuck at a level of non-implementation and very little accountability for women and women's organizations. So I think gender equality and introducing a gender perspective, what it does is solves wicked problems in sustainable development. To give you an example with artificial intelligence, we have seen now how not necessarily including women's voices or women's opportunities in some applications, they are having opposite effects or are not recording properly data that is necessary for the app to function. Sometimes the apps only recognize male voices, or they can lead to the perpetuation of stereotypes, which is not what an app developer is thinking about, but by using gender blind methodologies, they are excluding women. So for us, gender equality is a way to be able to achieve the goals without creating more harm.